So we're today we're gonna talk about Valor versus Venom because for some odd reason people aren't talking about it. You know what I mean? Like they should be, but they don't. So I want to talk about Valor versus Venom. What say you, sir?
Oh yeah. Or as the American Dream, Dustin Rhodes would say, "Oh yeah, baby, we're gonna talk about Valor versus Venom." At the end of this big matchup that we're gonna have Valor versus Venom, baby. And at the end, nobody wins.
Nah, man, me and ODC were talking, and we've always wondered why it is that no one really talks about Valor versus Venom. Like they should, but they don't for some odd reason. I mean, and the sculpts were superior to like the previous versions, you know? Like they're still O-ring construction for the most part. The vehicles are fucking amazing. I mean, there's like, I don't know, there's just some really dope stuff here. And I don't know why people don't talk about it as much as they probably should. But
they really should.
We're going to talk about it because, you know, it's quality. It needs to be talked about. So, I don't know. For me, I noticed with a couple of these figures fairly early on that, like, you're still getting the old school aesthetic, like the look that you got from back in the day with the old O-ring figures, but they're not as pudgy looking. They kind of like stretched them out and made them look a little bit more official. You know, they actually look the part.
And they were a bit bigger too, so that if you had problems that you did with the originals, because they were a little bit larger, so they were a little bit closer in scale to your 25th anniversary figures too. So if you had vehicle problems prior, you didn't have it with Valor vs. Venom.
Exactly. Like we had the Cobra Commander here. I think this is what, version 16, and we also have 15 as well. But his colors are different. I think the one we have, he's black, so that might be a later re-release. Actually, let me just look at it. But even that's what they were going for the Pursuit of Cobra Commander, the one you like that I hate.
Oh, I love that one.
This is kind of the look that it seemed like they were going for, but the proportions look right. I mean, they don't look. Yeah. He doesn't look weird. I mean, even look at the weapons. Look at that fucking pistol.
What about the one that came in the 2-pack with Duke?
Yeah.
I love it. I have that. I have that 2-pack.
Yeah. I think this is there's the black one. This one, right? I'm trying to find like where the Valor versus Venom stuff stops, because you know it started as G.I. Joe versus Cobra.
Yeah.
I think it
started in 2003.
Yeah. No. Yes, 2003. And then
it ended 2005, I think.
Yeah.
Which is a damn shame.
I know, right?
2006 wasn't really giving us much different.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. They gave us less, and then 2007 sparked the 25th anniversary.
Exactly.
So.
And wait, no, that's 2002 is when the G.I. Joe versus Cobra stuff started. Because there's a...
Oh, I thought they were still doing Real American Hero.
They were. And then there's G.I. Joe versus Cobra. It started with the two different... on yojo.com, they have them starting with Scarlet. Agent Scarlet.
Oh, okay.
And then you see like it's a mixture of like the classic figures and the new school figures, but some of them didn't have an O-ring. They had the T-jointed.
They had the swivels.
Yeah. I hated that shit. I don't like that at all. It just doesn't.
Just give us one body style. Don't give us.
Yeah, well, I mean, like when you look at
because then you don't know, like, oh, I got my favorite character, but he's the fucking one that I don't know. He's the body style I don't like. Thank you.
Exactly. It's ridiculous, but they freaking look. Some of them look really cool, but like Mindbender. Like, are you on the 2002 page?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll get to it. Here we go.
Yeah, scroll down till you get to Dr. Mindbender. He's kind of like kicking out his leg. It's like you can tell he definitely is one of the ones who had an O-ring for whatever reason.
Where is Mindbender?
He's next to Destro.
What row is he?
It's the let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4th row from Scarlet down, and he's over.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Kicking his leg out like Jack from what's that show called fucking Will and Grace. Yeah, it just looks weird, but still, the sculpts, man. Like, some of these sculpts are fucking amazing.
Yeah, they're really good.
I really dig the redos of certain characters. Like, Flint looks really cool. I think that's version 7. He kind of has, like, a mixture. I mean, I know their boots and stuff look kind of weird because sometimes they have the more cartoony proportions. But I still dig that look. It just looks more like an updated version of what we had before. He's got knee pads on. He's got the thigh pads and stuff. He's got the holster with the gun on his chest. It just looks good. It looks like what Flint would look like updated. And I guess we should skip the 2002, though, as far as whatchamacallit, figures go, because they still had that weird, the T-jointed legs and stuff. Yeah. But which ones would you say stood out to you, period? I like this Baroness. She looks pretty cool.
Yeah, Baroness is really cool. I liked Cobra Commander's update.
Yeah.
That looks fantastic. I liked, what was it? Chief Torpedo. I like Torpedo.
Me too.
Who else? Yeah, Flint is a definite. Yeah, he was awesome. The version 8, I think you're talking about.
Yeah,
2003.
Well, yeah, the first. Yeah, I think that was version 8, wasn't it? No.
Yeah, I also like the Telephone Vipers. Look really good.
Yeah, they do. We have a couple of those. I might go and get more of them. I just like.
I think Big Funheads had a bunch of them.
Oh yeah, you're right. They had like 2 or 3 of them. Even Dr. Mindbender looks better with the shirt.
Yeah, he does look a lot better.
Instead of his like village people motif before. Like, he's just. I don't like the 25th anniversary version of that figure. He's very meh. But
it's just there's not a lot to it.
Yeah.
Like, the Arctic one looks a lot better than that.
I like the one. I'll tell you in just a sec which one it is. Let me see if it pops up. If you go to click on any version of it, and then scroll down to the bottom, it's version 5, where he's got the white overcoat.
5. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
it's like the Devil's Due version of Mindbender. I like that look. That makes sense to me, and it feels more like,
he's
the doctor,
actual doctor.
Yeah.
Even version 4, he looks like a fucking like friggin'
like a swashbuckler or something.
He looks like he belongs in fucking Public Enemy or something.
or he looks like freaking Don Juan or some shit with that jacket.
Don Juan DeMarco.
Yeah, man, that shit's just so weird.
Don Juan Mindbender. Rakondo's version 3 of Rakondo.
Yeah, we have.
That one's pretty sweet. I like that.
I think that's the one we have. Where is he? Where are you at, Rakondo? Yeah, there he is. That's the one we have. He's next to the Pit Viper. I found him.
Yep. Yeah.
I actually just got that one recently for my older son. He has wrists that swivel.
Yeah.
Which pisses me off because there's other guys who don't. And what's the point of that? Why would you not? You know what I mean? Like, why would you not do the swiveling wrists on every figure?
Yeah. Then what was it? The Televipers needed it.
Yeah, but I mean, at least with them, they're just sitting down in front of your computer station. You know what I mean? Like, so you don't really have to worry too much. The first figure that I saw that made me think that like pay attention to this line was Nunchuck. We got him in a like some pack of figures from the thrift store, And I was trying for the longest time, because this was way back, like, maybe this was 2005 or 6. No, it couldn't have been. It was 2008, because that's when I met my wife. And I couldn't, I was like, who is, like, where did this figure come from? This is not what G.I. Joes look like when I remember them, you know? The proportions were so different and everything. But he had, what stood out for me was he had ankle swivels, he had wrist swivels, he had a bicep swivel, and then he still had the O-ring for his, you know, his torso. He had really good fucking articulation. And it makes you wonder, why is it that Hasbro kind of cut this stuff out? I mean, a lot of figures don't get ankle rotation. They get, I mean, they don't get boot cuts. I'm sorry. They get the ankle. You know what I mean? He had very stable feet, but then they gave him the rotation at the ankle. I mean, at the boot, which is pretty dope for the design of the figure. You know?
Yeah.
It's like an individualized design.
It is.
I don't know. I really dig what they did with him. God, his version 2 is terrible. That pink ninja suit. What the fuck?
We also got with G.I. Joe versus Cobra. We also got the first version of Blackout.
Oh yeah,
which I really like. I actually, I think I was one of the first figures I actually got from that line was Blackout. I was like, oh, new character, awesome.
Yep. Does he have wrist swivels?
What?
He doesn't look like it.
No, he doesn't. No.
Because that would have been awesome for him to snipe, you know, because he was a sniper, wasn't he?
He's a sniper. Yep. Him and his brother, and Bomb Strike was the one out of the family that wasn't a sniper.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Barrel Roll is his brother. Yep.
Barrel Roll. Because I have the subline figures of them.
Oh, okay.
And I got the Valor. I like to call it Valor vs. Venom, but it's not technically. But G.I. Joe vs. Cobra.
Yeah.
And I actually like the G.I. Joe vs. Cobra because it's a new mold for him. Like, it's his own. Like, you know that's Blackout. You know what I mean? It wasn't reused.
That was the thing about a lot of these figures. A lot of them don't share parts. You know what I mean? Like, they're unique sculpts just for them. I mean, there's certain figures that do, especially amongst Cobra. But a lot of the Joes had pretty unique sculpts.
Yeah. I mean, there were some, like you said, there were some reuses here and there, but three of them were a lot of new sculpts because they were heading into Valor vs. Venom, which caused a lot of new body molds.
Like one-off sculpts, Like Duke from the G.I. Joe versus Cobra line was pretty dope. With the
I like the Valor vs. Venom too. That's
they did a good job.
They went a wider route. Like, they made him buff. And like, a little, not so.
He wasn't such a little guy.
They look like little baked potatoes. You know?
Little baked potatoes.
My little baked
potatoes. Oh, no, Dusty's got to say it. Mr. Rhodes. The little baked potatoes.
Little baked potatoes.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I mean, his last name is Tater.
I know, right?
Tater! I'd love to see a driver or something. That's definitely not Alpine.
Yeah, it couldn't be. I don't know how they made that mistake, man. I saw that and I was like, are you serious? That's almost as bad as they did with The Rock. Like, the first version, he was really light. And then the second version in, the Retaliation, I think it's Battle Counter Roadblock came first. And then Ultimate Roadblock came second. And I think one of the two of them is, like, really bright in comparison to the other one. It's like, guys, come on.
It's very, very, very weird.
Yeah. But the, let's look at some of these vehicles. I guess we start.
Yeah, we have to.
2003, right? That's pretty much.
I think 2002 also had some good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, all right, we'll stick with 2003.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, you're right. I mean, but technically it was G.I. Joe versus Cobra then, but some of that same stuff showed up the year later as Valor versus Venom. Well, Spy Troops and then Valor versus Venom. But that whole era, like this, we have the Sand Razor. It's that, I guess it was their answer to the Law Striker. I mean, it kind of looks like so much shit is on there that it's gonna topple over. But
it does look like it's back heavy as a mofo.
Yeah, but it's
I liked that headquarters and the love that chop.
Yeah, the Dusty that comes with that Sand Razor is pretty awesome.
Yeah. I gotta have to find that. Somehow.
That's
it's actually very similar to the
it would actually make a good General Hawk too.
The Dusty that I just reviewed with the 25th anniversary that came with the vehicle. Which one? The Sand.
Version 13, the one that came
with the
Rock Slide. The Rock Slide.
Yeah, Rock Slide. That's what it is.
Yeah. Talking about from Rise of Cobra. Yeah, that's a cool one. Yep. But the Sand Razor.
It looks pretty similar except for the missile as being on the top of them.
Yeah. Because they had a rock slide. Yeah, they had a rock slide in G.I. Joe versus Cobra. I have this figure actually. Kate got this for me a couple Christmases ago. The same Christmas that I got the P-40 from Sergeant Savage was the same year I got that.
And you had to have loved the Destro Dominator.
Oh yeah, it's pretty dope. It's weird though. It has one of those weird gimmicks. I think it just gets taller, which was like
it gets taller and there's a helicopter.
Yeah, I was like, really?
You can, yeah.
like that's it. Like it's not
a little bit. They try to do everything in one. I think they just tried a little bit too much.
It was too much, yeah. But it was a good looking.
A for effort, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it definitely was a cool looking vehicle. This is all the shit that like probably would have popped up in the Deke era of G.I. Joe. Like it's along the lines of those kinds of designs, you know.
The Dick.
I know, right? Dick.
The Dick.
Then we move over to 2000.
I'm glad you brought that up. Is because like we're still like trying to like look at the brawler. Like that's like a bit way too busy.
Yeah.
Like fucking huge ass missile launcher on top of it.
Yep.
And then it's got like no doors with two huge like guns on each side.
Yeah, they did too much at times. You know, it was like. Relax. So like the Road Rebel, look at that shit. That's a 2003 vehicle. You'll be like, wow. It's like, yeah, that's not cool. The gun is bigger than the fucking vehicle. Like, come on, guys. What is this?
But we got the Sky Sweeper jet. I still like that jet for some reason. I don't know why.
I like it better for Cobra.
Undersized, but I still like it.
Yeah, I like it better for Cobra. There's
me too.
A red version that came out during Rise of Cobra that we have it and we've been using it as a transport. We pretend it's a transport for Crimson Guards and shit. It's just pretty.
It does. It just looks fucking good.
Yeah.
And you could actually fit two people on it because you got that little pod.
Exactly.
In the pod. And that was pretty cool.
I was always experimenting with it because the actual SR-71 spy plane is like bigger. It's much bigger, like wider. And I was always experimenting with ways to make that look bigger in Photoshop so that I can, pull off the whole idea of it being a carrier of some sort.
Yeah.
Because Cobra needs trooper transports. They don't have enough of them. G.I. Joe has tons of them, but Cobra has nothing.
That Cobra was painted right.
Huh?
The Cobra Mountain.
Yeah.
It could have been really good if it was painted right and, was given, if it gave us a little bit more. It seemed very limited in what it was giving us.
Yeah. Oh, I called it the wrong thing. It's not the SR-71. That's the Blackbird. What is the other one called?
That fucking Grizzly tank is sick.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Chapman Films just got it. He said he loves it.
Really?
Like he did a review on it. Yeah, he just did a review on it, and that thing is sick. It's awesome.
I've been away too long, man. I got to jump back in because I see him like making his OG-13 like modern as if they're over in Iraq or something right now, which for me is not the route I would go with G.I. Joe, because I think if G.I. Joe existed, there would be no conflict in Iraq. But it's a good idea to use the Marauders.
But they would get shit done a lot faster if they did have to.
Yeah. But I feel like if the Joes got involved, you would send less troops over there, and the whole conflict would have been done, like you said, quicker, before it escalated to the points that it's at now, you know? So it kind of feels like, you know, like, but I mean, but that's the beauty of G.I. Joe. Everybody has their own Joe-verse. And I know he was talking about how, like, all the parts, he wanted the characters to match. So, like, this matches perfectly. I'm not into that. That's one of the things that bothers me about a lot of Joe collectors is they get all diva'd up, all, like, fucking Queer Eye for the straight guy and shit. Where, like, you know, this costume, this character's vehicle is, like, red, and, like, his jacket is red, too. So he matches. It's like, get out of here, man. Like, that's not even a necessary piece of how military operations work. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in the vehicle, you're in the fucking vehicle. Your costume, you could be wearing whatever.
You were wearing fucking purple.
Yeah, I mean, like, you'll see that, like, sometimes, like, for the spy plane, it's a black jet, and I've seen some of the pilots, and there's pictures on YouTube, I mean, on, Google, of pilots wearing green that are piloting the jet. It's just like, you know, it depends on what country you're in and what color they use, you know what I mean, to differentiate them from other armed forces. So I never got caught up with that. That's why if you look at early G.I. Joe lines, like, for instance, the Lamprey that came with the hydrofoil.
Yeah.
He was gray or silver or something, silver and blue, but the hydrofoil was red and black. They wanted you to be able to tell that this guy's special. He's a driver.
Yep.
But yeah, I can't get caught up.
Even the driver for, what was it, the Mobile Command Center, he came in all black. It's not like he was wearing tan.
Exactly. So it's just weird to me that so many people find that a huge point of contention, that the figure has to match the vehicle so much. You know, it's like, not always. It's not as big of a deal as it would seem. The Crimson Command copter, and they did a night attack chopper in desert colors, and they did one in 2002, I think, as part of the G.I. Joe versus Cobra line, and it was green. We have the night attack chopper, just the body. We couldn't find all the guns and the fucking rotors and stuff, so at some point I need to get one of these again.
But I love what they did with that Crimson Command copter, because it looked like Cobra really doesn't have an assault helicopter.
Yeah.
It makes more sense for them to have that.
Yeah.
And I even like the way that the spindles are curved.
Yeah.
And I feel like with the Joe design, it doesn't really come off as a Joe helicopter.
Yeah.
It looks to me, it looks snake-like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Even on the Joe version, just the way it's set up, it looks snake-like.
Yeah.
So to me, it makes the most sense for them to have that.
Yep.
You can fit 2 people in that.
Yeah, it comes with Tomax and Zaymont. Like, and it's a pretty decent version of them because they're wearing like suits and shit, which is pretty cool. Something they don't do as much of that they need to.
Yeah. That's perfect. I mean, you could even that could be their specific helicopter too. That's just for them. It fits perfectly.
Yep.
I love the way those spindle blades are. They're very, very Cobra-esque. Almost looks like Cobra Law made that one.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I love that. I love that helicopter. I still have to get it.
Oh, the Sky
crazy prices that.
Yeah, I know, man. I know.
It's ridiculous.
I gave up. I was like, forget it. I'll look for it one.
$80. I'm like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
30, okay, sure. 80, fuck no. Fuck out the here.
The Venom cycle, that looks pretty cool too.
Yeah. Yeah, the Venom cycle looks awesome.
It looks like parts.
Almost looks like a Ram cycle.
Yeah, it does.
Much like the Cobra Ram cycle.
I like it though.
Does it have a compartment for someone to sit?
Yeah, it has a sidecar. Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay, that works.
And it's got a hell of a fucking gun on the sidecar.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Mini gun sitting there.
Jeez. Oh, the plane that I was trying to remember the name of, I don't know why. It's just a stealth bomber. That's what the Sky Sweeper jet is supposed to. That's what it would be in real life. Is a stealth bomber. And they're usually like more boomerang shaped. I mean, there is one specific one that looks just like that, but yeah, I wish they would make it like bigger, like a longer, maybe make it wider instead of. I guess they'd have to increase it both length and width in order for it to feel a little bit more, accurate to the real thing. But it's still a beautiful plane. I'll give it that. The wings just need to be longer.
Yeah, you could even keep the majority of the body. Just make the wings larger.
Exactly. But when you fold it out, and you open out the wings, it does look pretty cool. I think the version in Rise of Cobra, they call it the Crimson Hydra.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. You can find the Sky Sweeper easy.
Yeah.
I see that go for like $15 to $20.
Yep.
But the Crimson one, it's like $50, $60.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the unfortunate part. I actually like, even though it's just a regular vehicle, I like the MUV.
MUV. Yeah.
I used to actually have that. I don't know what happened to it.
See, I always liked Jeeps, and for some reason, I have no idea what happened to that shit. I know this was a remote control Jeep, but I've had several G.I. Joe Jeeps. I'm pretty sure I had the Rhino from Sergeant Savage and his Screaming Eagles, and I have no idea what happened to that shit. And it's just a big ass World War II era looking Jeep. And
yeah,
I always figured those kinds of vehicles are just tough. That's what you get with those vehicles. You get
that's an all-terrain vehicle.
Yeah. It's just fucking tough. Even, you can use it to shield you from gunfire, whatever. If the Joes use it, it's tough as fuck. It's not going to be destroyed quickly. The Spitfire is another one that's pretty cool, too.
Yeah, I like the Spitfire also.
And I'm trying to think if this is one. Yeah, these go for pretty decent prices online, too. And it looks, I guess, Valor versus Venom, one thing I'll say that this era, the G.I. Joe versus Cobra, Valor versus Venom, and Spy Troops and all that, they were making things more real world. They had some specific vehicles that felt more sci-fi-ish, more anime-like, but a lot of the vehicles felt more real world, like the helicopters, the freaking, all the Jeeps and the Humvees and shit. Even the tanks, like the ring neck. I love that thing. And there's a Sentinel 1 has something just like this. Right now. I saw it at Toys R Us the other day. And that Neo Viper actually looks pretty badass. But
I mean, we're still at the point where they were still giving a shit about G.I. Joe.
Exactly.
You could tell, especially going into Like, that's when the real cream of the crop as far as vehicles started coming in.
Yeah.
Like, the real good shit started happening. Like, 2004 was I mean, 2003 was like a little appetizer, and then 2004 came.
Uh-huh.
Okay. We got some really good shit now. Really good shit.
Pretty much. Yeah, they did. Like the ice.
And we were getting new stuff like that Night Adder.
Yep.
Plane with, you know what I mean? We got the Ice Saber.
Yep.
Used, I believe, in Rise of Cobra.
Yeah. I have one of those.
Yeah, we got that. I can't find this thing. It's one of my holy grails. Humvee. I can't find it.
What, the Jungle Strike?
Yeah.
Really? We have one of those. But well, we don't have it. It's not complete. But
yeah,
we have one.
Fine, dude. Everyone wants over $100.
And it's just a fucking Humvee, and they're a dime a dozen. Like, Humvees are the one thing you can. You should just look for. Actually, you probably already did that, didn't you? Get the fucking Power Team Elite version or whatever.
I did, but they don't fit in the seats. The 25th anniversary won't fit in the seats.
Really?
They won't fit.
Which one did you get that they did fit? Didn't you have two of them?
No, I only have one. It's the desert theme.
Oh, okay.
I have the desert theme one, and they won't fit in there.
Wow.
It was a big letdown because I thought they were going to.
There is a one by it might be
Elite Force. Yeah. That's what it was. Elite Force.
Yeah, the one from Power Team Elite really will fit a whole bunch of your Joes because it's almost exactly this design of the Jungle Strike Humvee, and it has. It can fit your it fits your Joes. It has the opening trunk, has the little flip top, port for your gunner on the roof, and it's got 4 doors. It's freaking awesome. I'm gonna look for it.
I think I have that one. It doesn't fit. Yeah, no, they won't fit.
Really?
They won't fit. No.
I gotta find out what the brand is of the one we have. Because
World Peacekeepers, I have that version as well.
And is it painted up jungle colors like that?
No, I have the desert version. I have 2 desert versions.
Okay.
So yeah, they won't fit because the Peacekeepers figures are run a little shorter.
Huh. The one we have, it's got plenty of leg room. I gotta find out.
One day I'll find my Humvee.
I know, right? Yeah, that was one of the first things we found. And there's a couple companies that do, like the one that Elite Forces do. It has like the Spartan symbol on the side.
Oh, okay.
At one point in time, it did fit the Joes because we have that. And like the back, you can switch out the back for either a trunk like this one, like the Jungle Strike, or a flatbed like you sometimes see, And I think the flatbed has 2 missile launchers on the sides. And that thing is pretty damn awesome. One day I'll show it to you when you come up next week.
Okay.
I think we have it. It's either here or it's at the in-laws because Alexander might have left it there. Oh man, but yeah, man, it's just so many good vehicles, though. I mean, like, we're looking at the variety, The Joes, though, it seems like they definitely tried to make them almost 100% real world, whereas COBRA is pure sci-fi.
Pure sci-fi.
Like the fucking Night Adder, that looks like some shit out of, like, Robotech or something, but it's dope, yeah.
And for a decent price, you can still get that for around 15 to 20 bucks.
I want one. I really do want one.
Yeah, I want one, too. You can fit 2 people in there. You have a little...
You have a pod,
put one person in, and then the other, you put a pilot in there, too. It's great.
Yeah. It's a pretty ass.
And the good thing about Valor vs. Venom is that you could still even use those with your 25th anniversary, guys.
Exactly. Because they're about the same size.
Yep.
I got to give props to yojo.com, though, man. Like, anytime I'm trying to figure shit out about, like, you go there and they have so much stuff. And, I mean, it had to have taken forever for them to, get everything set up and categorized and whatnot. So, you know, props to them.
Yeah, definitely props to them for doing all that work. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Taking pictures of every single, you know, multiple pictures, taking every picture that you could possibly ask for, and then putting it on there with a description, a detailed description.
It makes it so much easier for people like us to geek out about this stuff.
It does. It does. Like, it really does. Instead of having to just go off the top of our brains, you know, that's difficult to do.
Exactly. Now I will give props to G.I. Joeberg. Steven from G.I. Joeberg. Dude is a fucking encyclopedia of G.I. Joe knowledge. Like, every time I go on there, I'm just amazed at how he remembers the years. He knows when, like, you know, what time period it came out and all this shit. And it's just like, how the fuck do you remember all of this shit? I mean, I love it too, but damn.
People say that about me with wrestling. It's just sometimes it clicks with you. You remember specific things, you know what I mean? Like, like I can remember every single one of Shawn Michaels' wrestling attires.
Jesus.
I can tell you the date. I can tell you the fucking day to the day. The month and the year that he wore that.
Wow.
It's just fucking weird. Yeah. So, I mean, it just clicks. You know, you just don't forget because it's important to you, you know?
Yeah.
And they have a really great channel. I like the channel a lot. I wish they did more reviews.
Yeah.
But I love their podcast is fantastic.
Yeah. I listen to it almost every day. Every day. I'm
like, oh no! And then when I got caught up, I was like, no, I don't want to know. Next month, hurry up! Next month.
Exactly. I talked to him before they did the last one. I think it was episode 69. And when at the end he mentioned that we spoke, I was like, I got a shout out. Yes. Because, like, usually, you know, one thing I've noticed, and I know this is kind of off topic because we're supposed to be talking about, you know, but this is kind of how it is with us. So, you know, you guys out there know what to expect. We go on our little tangents. One thing I've noticed is, like, there are certain people who kind of have, I don't want to say a big mouth, but because they're always around and they're always on all the sites, they consider them more a part of the community than some of the rest of us. You know, like, you and I don't have like a couple million viewers, but we're active on certain sites. And we've explained too that we can't really vibe with everyone on every site because a lot of times there's all this negativity and like just douchebaggery on those sites, and it takes away from the fun of the hobby. And so, like, I hear people say that so-and-so is part of the community. I'm like, I don't know what community you're talking about because some of these folks have never spoken to me. I've never spoken to them, and I've been active, you know? Or, like, you know, they'll bring up Shartimus Prime, or they'll bring up, like, the guys who have a shitload of viewers and have a shitload of support. And somehow those guys are more part of the community than the rest of us. You know what I mean? Which is bullshit. Exactly. I don't like that because we're on the ground floor. We're struggling just like everyone else to find certain things. And when we get the chance, we also help our fellow viewers find shit that they want. You know, it's not all about them sending shit to us. So, you know, I hate when you hear so-and-so is a part of the community because they showed up on, you know, they hang out with the guys from What's on Joe Mind or something like that. Like, I don't feel like I'm as connected to those guys as I am to guys like you and guys like some of the G.I. Joeberg guys and, like, you know, our basic fan base, like the folks that we talk to on a daily basis about just random fucking collecting shit, you know?
Well, on top of that, we aren't the type of people that give a shit about how many subscribers we have.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't care how many subscribers I have. It's not, to me, my importance doesn't, my value isn't reflected upon it's reflected upon what I know, what I can provide, and you know, what kind of value I'm giving out to other people. That's what I deem as important. That on top of, really building
like some kind of relationship.
A real community. I want to build, like, you and I have been trying to build a real community.
Yeah.
Like not quotations for community that people like to say that there is, but everyone's backstabbing each other. You know what I mean? Like, that's people giving something a title and not knowing what you're giving it a title to.
Yeah, I agree.
We're trying to build a community. We're trying to build a real thing, and that's why we branch out to people like G.I. Joe Berg, or I branch out to, like, you know what I mean, the BIGBOY Collectibles, because they're respectable guys. We know, we trust these people. We've been on YouTube doing these reviews for long enough to know. And it doesn't matter, like, you can look at a channel that has 500 subscribers, in his ass for 5 years.
Yeah.
And can't get anywhere because everyone's stuck watching someone else, because everyone says to watch this one guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, a lot of that is a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Not to realize that there's other stuff out there with other opinions, thoughts, comments, and ideas.
Yep.
Problem in the community, quotation marks. The real community, which is the people that give you information.
Yeah.
And to the point where when you're done and you click the back button or click it off or X out your page, you leave with something.
Yeah.
You leave with some information. You're not just stuck there going for 5 minutes and then like, that's what it's all about. You're supposed to learn something. That's why I always try to keep my reviews around 15 minutes or longer, because
you want to give them something. You want
what
to
are
give
you
them more.
getting in 5 minutes?
Yeah, I agree.
All I'm doing is providing a service for ADD is what I'm doing. If I give you a 5-minute review,
exactly,
service at 5 minutes.
Exactly. I agree 1,000%, sir. Yeah.
So
it's all about offering something that they can't get with other people, you know?
Exactly. And it's not like we're all brainwashed. Like, we don't all think the same. Like, there's stuff Strident says that I don't agree with. There's stuff that I say that he doesn't agree with.
Like Pursuit of Cobra Commander.
Yes. I love him.
I can't stand that figure. I hate that figure.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We don't all have to like the same thing.
I know. You're not my friend because you don't like what I like.
Yeah, you poo head.
You're a... I'm telling.
I'm telling my mom and your dad.
I know,
but not
right?
your mom. Only...
Yeah, man. It's so weird, man. I just felt like throwing that in there, though, because I hear the whole community thing so often, and I'm just like, who is this community? Like you guys talk about. All I see is people attacking each other left, right, and center because someone has a different opinion than the other person. And it's like, can't you have your own opinion? Especially if you have some kind of reasoning, like sound reasoning behind it. Like, aren't you allowed? Like,
yeah. Aren't you allowed to not like Deadpool?
Apparently not.
Everyone has to love Deadpool, right? Like, I can't fucking stand the guy.
Yeah.
God forbid one person were to speak up, like, what the fuck's the big deal about Deadpool? Like,
I know.
Well, who cares? Like, he's stale. You need to accept that he's stale. Because it's been done 10,000 times already, and no one cares anymore.
Well,
say that. I'm just giving that as an example. Like, if you say that, it's the fucking the gates of hell open. The crimson fires have raised.
I know
the
streets run red with blood.
Yes, the Ultimate Warrior comes out and gives a promo. You have no idea what he just said.
And then the 8-headed dragon looks at me, and I choke him. All 8 heads.
Guess what happens at the end of the day, baby? Nobody wins, baby.
All the children cry. And then the warrior...
We give them the old bionic elbow, and then we give them the dusted finish, baby. Nobody wins. Baby, let me tell you something, baby. From down south, Well, down south, when we talk about, we say, let everybody come together, baby. But when you're going head to head and you say Deadpool sucks over here, and then say go fuck yourself, go kill yourself, that's not cool, baby. In that situation.
Oh shit! Wow.
Hello, are you back? Okay.
Yeah, we're
Dusty grabbed the mic.
Oh, he did. Damn it, Dusty.
So yeah, he said. Yeah, you heard him, Dusty. I don't care what he said, baby. I gotta speak the truth. What? Okay, Dusty, calm down. It's gonna be okay.
I know, right? It's gonna be all right. The Warriors stomped out, so I let him go.
The Warrior over there, I said, shut up. That Southern boy's gonna get real in a minute. Dusty, it's all right. I told you. It's gonna be okay, right? Jesus Christ.
I need to drink some of what you're drinking so that I...
So, best shit you'll ever drink.
Oh my God, that was amazing. So speaking of amazing things, this is perfect segment. Yes. Oh my God.
Perfect segment to talk about the Thunderwing.
The Thunderwing. How did you know? Oh my God.
Because I read mine.
The fucking Thunderwing. I don't know why people don't talk about it. I've heard people complain that the Thunderwing is undersized, especially in comparison to the World Peacekeepers Raptor. And it's like,
fuck out my face with that shit.
I know, it's a toy. It's not supposed to be 100% real life. Also, it's G.I. Joe.
What does a World Peacekeepers plane do?
Nothing. And it costs $65 on eBay, typically. $60 to like $100 and something on eBay. Like, come on.
It does nothing.
It does nothing.
This thing, you can look down the sights.
I know.
You can drop bombs. You can shoot missiles. It seats 2 people.
Exactly.
It has lights. It has sounds. It has, oh my God. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
It's fucking awesome.
It's beautiful. And it's big. It's a big vehicle.
It's big.
It's pretty awesome. Like, I've been one of those people who, like, I overlook a lot of the Joe planes because a lot of them, to me, are too big for the proportions that the toys are. Like, they're toys and they're supposed to be playable. It's hard to play with a fucking Sky Striker because it's way too big. And it's the new one is a 1-seater. So I like the M0 Flash Hawk because I can hold 2 of them in my hands and not even like have to worry about dropping something. Everything is secure and it's small enough to play with, you know, making it bank, making it, you know, barrel roll and shit. It's easy because it's small, you know? And it doesn't 100% look like, you know, an F-14 or a fucking Raptor. It looks like a combination of the two. So you feel more like it's specific to your whatever your military, you know, special team is. Your special covert military anti-terrorist team, you know? It works. Yep. Same thing with the Rise of Cobra Sky Sweeper, which was previously the Firebat. It's a nice, small, compact plane. It's got nice detailing, and it's got a shitload of armament on it. You can play with it. You can play with it, man, and that's fun. That's what you want. You want fun. I don't like these vehicles that just look kind of like the real thing, but once you pick it up, pieces start falling off, and get the fuck out of here. Especially if you pay all that money for it. Nah, you got to be able to play with it. This vehicle here has the handle, so you can fly around with it. Yep. It's got the trigger that shoots the freaking missiles, and even that mechanism from where it fires the missiles and how you load the missiles, and
it even has a sensor in it that tells you if you're banking left, banking right, going up, going down.
And the recording goes off. He'll say it. Yeah. Braking left or banking left, banking right. You know, going down, pull her up.
Yep. It's awesome.
It's freaking amazing. It's like best, I think it's the best G.I. Joe plane
ever made.
Yeah, easily. I just don't understand how people miss this plane. And then, like, if people don't think highly of the plane, why is it so expensive on the secondary market?
Yeah.
You know, because, like, when I go on his tank and I go on, you know, Generals Joe's and stuff, and people are talking about planes, they go ape shit over the Sky Striker, especially the 50th and the 30th anniversary Sky Striker, and it's like that shit wasn't that great.
It's not that great.
The original one is better with the ejection seat, with the parachute and all that stuff. Like, come on.
The new one does nothing.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything. It comes down, and the wings go the wrong way when you don't want them to.
Yep. And
Great.
I know people have like modded it and shit, and you shouldn't have to do that. You should not have to do that.
You shouldn't have to.
That's too much.
Hasbro should do it for you.
Yeah, they should make it right out the box, straight up from Santa's workshop. It should come out of.
If you want a better fucking Ghost Striker.
Yeah, Ghost Striker's pretty nice. So is the wait, no, let's not go to the other ones. We'll stick with today. We'll stick with Valor versus Venom.
With Valor versus Venom. All right.
Or that era. But I mean,
but the good thing about, I want to point this out, 25th anniversary compatible. Now the front seat,
it's a little
smaller, like Scarlet.
Yeah.
It's a little bit smaller, but the back seat can fit a 25th anniversary figure.
Exactly.
Fits fine.
It's
no problem.
Fucking beautiful. It's so beautiful. Like, it was weird because when I saw the review, when you started talking about it, I was like, I know I saw a Raptor that belonged to G.I. Joe. I just didn't know what it was capable of because I'd never seen it anywhere. I never got to play with one. I never saw a review, nothing. Then I watched the review and I think the guy's name is The Human Mechanism. He was the only person on YouTube.
The only person.
Yeah. Which is, it's kind of weird.
He's got a really good channel too. I actually like his videos.
Yeah, I only watched this and one other thing. I can't remember what the other video was, but he's real straightforward. He pretty much sold me immediately on it. I mean, you had already told me that it was dope, and then, you know, listening to him, I was like, damn, I gotta get one. Plain and simple, I gotta get one. I gotta get one. So, yeah, this is one of those vehicles that, like, if you like G.I. Joe, you need to have this vehicle. There's nothing.
Yes.
There's nothing else on the market that does the things this thing does. I mean, it shows you your target in night vision if you want.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
You can turn the lights off.
Yeah. It's like, what? I don't understand how for so long I haven't heard shit. Even after I did my M0 Flash Hawk video, when I showed people, I had 5 of them and I had them all posed and we're talking about the different G.I. Joe jets. No one mentioned the Thunderwing. No one. It's almost as if few people even know this plane is, you know, out there. But it's a valid choice if you want a really awesome plane that does everything. This is going to be the plane that Ace will stay in my collection. If I can fit the 30th anniversary Ace in there, he's going to stay. And if I can't, then I'm going to turn Slipstream into Ace. And he's just going to be in this, and that's going to be Ace's plane. That's a beautiful fucking plane.
The set did Ace and Slipstream.
What's up?
The set came with Ace and Slipstream.
Oh, it does?
Because I have Ace for that plane.
Oh, yeah.
And it also came with Slipstream. It came with both of them.
Cool. I got to see if...
They gave you 2 pilots with this awesome plane.
That's awesome. I got to check and see if mine... Because I just got one. And I got to check and see if it has both pilots. That is awesome.
Valor versus Venom.
Yeah, it's an awesome set. I don't know how so many people don't know about all the awesome that is Valor versus Venom. It's so
like good. If I ever find one, it's one of the only like large plane type vehicles. Like if I ever find another one, I'm going to buy another one.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a special plane.
Yeah,
in my mind.
Yeah, I agree. It just does so much. Like for all the people who want realism, you don't really get much more realism than, you know, it shoots. It can actually fire the missiles from an internal mechanism. It actually has the ability to drop the bombs. It actually has the 2 different vision modes. Like you can't complain. You just can't.
You can't. I guess if you have to find one complaint, landing gear, because it is kind of a heavier plane.
Yeah.
The front landing gear wants to dip a little bit. But that's the biggest fucking nitpick in the world. Like, that's it. It drops the bombs when you press the trigger.
I know, right?
It's fucking awesome.
Oh, the one I got, it's the one that came later, and it only had slipstream.
Well, at least you got one of them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't mind. I was just so taken by the design, and I'm just glad to have it. I'd figure out somebody to pilot that thing, you know?
It was actually Slipstream's plane. Yeah. So, and Ace was, I think, the bonus figure in it.
Yeah.
He was not actually the pilot. The pilot of that plane was actually Slipstream. So you actually got the real...
Yeah, Ace was released with the Toys R Us exclusive.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know, this plane is awesome.
Fucking awesome.
I just want to sit here and talk about it for longer, but there's not so much more to say. It's just one of those ones that you got to get if you like fucking
Especially because it's a fucking F-22 Raptor.
I know.
The coolest planes made.
Yeah. The only gripe I would have with it, design-wise, is that it doesn't have the central thruster, the VTOL thruster. So
I know, the big scoop.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be a VTOL jet, and if it doesn't have that, then it doesn't have the VTOL capabilities. But once again, this is only if you want pure realism in your Joe-verse, and G.I. Joe is not really pure realism. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit of realistic military operations, but it's a lot of super heroic, you know, exaggerated stuff, you know? So I don't know. I'm sold with it. I love it. I'm glad I got one, and yeah, I'm not complaining at all.
Yeah. I'll tell you that. When we go to that
the convention?
I'm going to be looking for another one of these.
Oh my God. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to be running around the house playing with that thing.
So it's so awesome.
Yes,
it really is.
Let's see.
And even the cockpit.
Yeah.
It has detail. It's painted friggin' detail.
Yep.
That's stuff that we didn't get with the 30th anniversary.
With the 50th Sky Striker and the 30th
Sky Striker.
Yeah, you had to put all that shit in there, all the stickers in there. And this had painted detail and stickers.
Yep.
So, yeah, I was sold when I saw it was a 2-seater. Because that's all I really want from a larger plane. I want 2 seats.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we should get.
Yeah.
We should get 2 seats.
It makes sense. But yeah, this plane, my God, it's a thing of beauty. It really makes you remember that there was a time when Hasbro gave a shit about its fans. It was really trying to blow us away. And this is one of those examples of a product that blows you away because it just does so much. My one gripe that I would have is that we need something like this for COBRA. And one could argue that the Rise of COBRA Night Raven could be your counter to the Thunderwing. Even though, theoretically, I don't see the two of them going head-to-head, but maybe it's possible, you know? The
Thunderwing would own the Night Raven.
I don't know. I mean, the Night Raven's got to be faster. It's got to be.
I don't think so.
It has to be. It's specifically for, you know, your... It's a bomber, essentially. So it should be faster. They just tweak the toy so that we can shoot at each other with it, you know? The actual craft itself is one of the fastest aircrafts, period. That was the SR-71 spy plane. Those planes were stupid fast.
Yeah, that's true. Good point, sir.
That's as realistic as I'm going to get. I just know, like, I always dug that plane because of the X-Men. Yeah.
You could even use that in your Marvel Legends display.
Yeah. definitely. Or if you collect the Marvel universes, you could use the
perfect Marvel universe.
Yep, you definitely could.
A really cool vehicle, and I actually had this vehicle. Was the APC
transport? Yeah, the transport. Yeah, I want one of those.
I loved it.
I want one. I want to put bats in it. I want to put a bunch of. Oh, they got perfect. Bats.
It's a vehicle for that.
Yeah. I mean, it carried a gang of figures. I was surprised because it didn't look like you could hold that many, but you could hold a whole bunch of them. I think the picture on here, they've got about 8 figures on the outside. And what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on the inside.
That's insane.
That's ridiculous. That's 20 figures just total on the entire, vehicle. Yeah.
And it's a COBRA vehicle.
Exactly. Yeah, it's pretty dope. It kind of looks like parts of it are the base for the Rage, or like a modified version of parts of the Rage. I mean, I don't think it's exactly the same, but it looks very similar. But yeah, it's an awesome looking vehicle. That's something I would like to get. I mean, see, this is when you look at stuff like this is when you know that the realism is out the window. This is not a real vehicle. You know what I mean? This is 100% sci-fi. And I don't know, it works for me.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome.
I would really like to get one of those.
Yeah. That, and I definitely got to get a Night Adder.
Yeah, I've been searching for those for a long time because they're also really small. And you can easily, fly around with those. Because I know when I play with the with the AC 130, the Hercules. When I play with that thing, it's crazy making it bank just a little bit so it can go through the doorway and shit. If you're flying up the stairs.
You don't realize how big it is.
Yeah, man, that wingspan is crazy. Like, my son and I would be playing, and it's like, you really have to work to make your pilot look like a freaking, amazing pilot. Dipping and dodging, because it's a big-ass vehicle. I mean, it's a little workout for your freaking forearms and triceps and shit. It's crazy.
Hauling that thing around.
Yeah, man. Just, like, angling it it's like, damn, man, that shit's it's big. It's really big. But let's see what else. Oh, Tiger Ray hydrofoil, which is pretty much the original hydrofoil from back in the day. I've wanted one of those for a long time. And True Heroes makes a really good substitute. But this is a pretty dope-ass vehicle. And the fact that they re-released it back then is pretty nice, too, because they have a habit of releasing stuff that nobody wants, and then every now and then they re-release, pretty awesome, vehicles from the past. Yeah, this is.
And the hydrofoil, I wish they would re-release that again.
I know, man, because that thing is expensive.
Because that thing is a fucking beautiful. That fucking boat, I love that boat.
Yep.
And it floats. It floats.
Yep.
It actually floats.
Exactly. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna get one. I
can't justify paying more than $50.
Yeah, I know.
Can't do it.
I know. You'd have to catch it on a good.
It would have to be like so mint.
Yeah.
Like brand new almost.
or get a what I might do is get kind of a like a hull of it, like an incomplete version, and then get the parts, and then you'll probably spend less money if you can get it in a lot. Because that's what I did with my Thunderclap, which the review is coming. The review is coming. I'm working on it.
The clap is coming.
I know, right?
Home near you.
I know, right? The earth will open wide and release the clap.
And you will all have the clap.
Yup. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, they got a few incomplete ones on eBay right now. I'm actually, as I'm talking, I'm On one computer, I'm doing this. On the other computer, I'm looking at eBay. Oh, I don't know why I do. I shouldn't do that to myself because then I'm like, oh my god, I can't buy it right now. No, can't buy it right now. But it is fun to look.
But you can.
No, I'm good. I'm not gonna get punched in the dick while I'm sleeping or something. My wife will be like, "You did
wake up with a pair of shears around your balls."
The wife will be pissed. Like, no, what is wrong with you?
No, don't do that.
I can't stop. I've tried.
Honey, I can't stop. I just keep clicking buy it now. I can't stop. It's like Homer Simpson when he's got that little thing doing his job for him.
I can't stop. Oh, see the other oh, it's the same Humvee. It's just desert colors now.
I really like the ice saber too.
Me too. That's a pretty dope vehicle. It's better than for me, it's better than the Snowcat. We used it for Cobra a lot because
I don't blame you. It looks like a Cobra vehicle.
Yeah, the Rise of Cobra version just fit perfectly. And it just, for the Joes, I prefer them having smaller, independent, like, you know, the rocks, I guess they're called rock slides or, what were they called? What was what was the Rise of Cobra version called? Jesus Christ. For the snow, in the snow. God. Avalanche?
Oh, the Ice Dagger.
No, the small vehicle. Remember it was it's exactly the rock slide. It's just, for snow, for Arctic. Let me see. I'll find it and I'll tell you the name. I don't know why it just freaking escaped me when I'm talking about Rise of Cobra. It's called the Rock Slide. It's still called the Rock Slide. Okay, excuse me. The Rock Slide ATAV. That thing is awesome. I like those for, you know, your individual Joes. And I make the Ice Dagger something for Cobra because it just feels like Cobra would always try to overpower the Joes. And your Joes should be like the Contra characters fighting all the crazy shit that's being thrown at them, you know?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, that was a dope vehicle. Let me go back to this. The ROCC.
Oh, the Rock.
That was...
Well, the Rock says...
I know, right? Oh, take this size 13, shine it up real nice.
And stick it straight up your candy air.
Oh my God. The Rock is such an awesome vehicle. I've been looking for one and I almost had the opportunity to get one. It was in a lot.
Did you get one?
No. Never got it.
You got one or not?
I know, right? It doesn't matter.
I had to do that.
Yeah. I played into it all perfectly. Like, no, I did not get one. What?
No,
what
I
do you mean?
Not. Oh.
It doesn't matter if you got one or not. But this thing is a thing of beauty. My God. Like, I know it's a little small in comparison to, like, the Pit. But even still, it's such a nice, different type of vehicle. I think even these days, if I got it, I would make this a Cobra vehicle.
Oh, it's fun though.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah,
it's different. It's new. You know, something that we don't get anymore. Like they could literally this. They have the molds. They have the tooling still.
They could
re-release this to us, and it would fly off the shelf.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just re-sculpt the cockpit and give us more room, like seating, and yeah. Shoot, actually, I don't even have to do that because I think this version, it's the Sigma 6 version that couldn't fit people. It had the miniature figures. This version could fit, even your big guys because I see they've got Major Barrage in there and he's fucking huge. So yeah,
he's huge.
He's another one.
These will fit. These will probably fit. These will fit 25th anniversary.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on getting one of these because it's got its command center and everything. It's a dope ass vehicle.
It's like a, you know what it is? It's like a poor man's Defiant.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice, though. It's super nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I almost got one. There was a lot that had this and, what you call it? It had this and it had some. What was the other vehicle? Hey, no. So we're talking about The Rock. You were talking about the freaking mobile command center. That is a badass vehicle.
Yep.
And I almost
that is on my
that's your holy grail.
My grail list. Yeah. It's that, the Defiant, and I think the 2-seater Sky Striker.
Yeah, the original. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that original. It looks so.
It's nice. It's huge, but it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, but I got the Thunderwing. That was probably that's something I didn't even know was going to be a holy grail.
Yeah. I forgot. I swear, I'm telling you, before you said something about it, I totally forgot about the Thunderwing. And just like with the Thunderclap, I know I had seen it years ago. I totally forgot about it until the G.I. Joe Bird review. So, yeah, and that was a grail. I didn't think I would find it because it was such a random, like, it's another one of those vehicles that they never talk about. So
no one ever talks about it.
Yeah.
The Rolling Thunder is another good one.
Yeah, I've always wanted one, but they're so weird as far as pricing goes. I've seen them for $50, then I've seen them for like $150. I've seen them for $200. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, why? I don't understand what the price is for. What's going on? I mean, and I get it.
Why you do this?
I know, right? Why you do this? Why you do that?
Why you do this?
Oh, yeah, man, it's weird. I don't get it. I don't get the pricing. So it's one of those ones that I have on the back burner. I'm gonna have a list. I need to have a list up of the ones that I'm looking for, because I would like to have some representation of a raptor. I mean, not a raptor, a rattler, Cobra Rattler.
Yeah.
Because like we have two. One is busted and has like missing parts and shit, and then the other one is pretty much complete. But we got those way back in the day. Those are all Alexander's. So
restore the other one.
I know, that's what I want to do. Restore the other one. So at least
I love restoration projects. It's so much fun.
Fun, yeah. So maybe I might. Who knows? But this bad boy right here, I love the design. I dig the fact that there's this here. So I don't know, man.
There's that beautiful cockpit I love.
I know, man. It's such a cool design. Okay. It doesn't feel old either. You know what I mean? Like, like sometimes some of the Joe designs, like vehicle designs.
Oh, look, there's my buddy right there standing next to it.
Dusty. Yeah, sometimes the designs look dated. You know what I mean? Like you could tell, but this does not look dated at all.
No, it doesn't.
I really love
I have to get this vehicle. It's so good looking.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's small, it should be a little bit bigger to allow for bigger vehicles to be in here and stuff, but you know, just as it is, you have a lot of small vehicles to choose from. I would love that shit, man. You got weapon storage, yeah.
See, this is something I would actually spend $100 on if it was complete.
I agree. I would too.
It's worth it.
Yep.
And we're never going to get anything like this ever again. Like,
I know.
Ever.
I know. Unless they hire me for to run Hasbro, it's not.
Because Marvel Legends would lose all of its budget.
Yeah, man, it would all come here.
G.I. Joe would have all of the budget.
But realistically, all I need is one wave to prove all the points I made in my video about if I was in charge of the Joe brand. Because all you need is one wave that satisfies a bunch of these itches. And then when people buy and everything sells out, they'll be like, fuck, he was right. He was right. That's all we had to do all this time. Because that's literally all they have to do. It's simply...
that and just come up with new ideas. Like, I don't understand why no one has an idea in their head. Any new ideas in their head. Like, it's just, like, all we get are figures now. We don't even get fucking vehicles. Like, they're like, oh, no, we're not doing vehicles.
Yep. It's a It's true.
You do not have vehicles in a 3 3/4 inch line that is based around vehicles.
And meanwhile, you have 6-inch lines like the Black Series, getting vehicles.
Yes, getting TIE fighters.
Like, that's insanity. Like, what kind of world do we live in? And then, like, people actually will argue with us and say, like, you know, it's more expensive to make vehicles for figures now because the market has changed. Oh, but you can make a fucking 6-inch scale TIE fighter, and it's, like, on point. Like, it's not a relative scale. It's pretty to scale. Like what you saw in the film, that's about what you're seeing with the toy, proportionally.
Yes. It's in perfect scale.
I don't get it.
I own 2 of them.
Yep. I know, I saw your picture. You had the thing floating above your head. I was like, good God, that's like one of the biggest. That's a huge fucking vehicle.
Yeah. Good luck to anyone who buys it trying to review it. Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Plus, it was in the middle of winter, so it wasn't like I could use outside or anything.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, that's complete bullshit. Like, we should get more stuff like this, like better, more innovative stuff than this. Like, this is a tackle box.
Yeah, yeah. It's a carrying case, and it's a play set, and it's a vehicle.
Yes.
One thing they could do is possibly cut down on the number of figures in a wave. Maybe do like 4 or 5 figures in a wave, and then just give us a vehicle.
Yeah, with a figure.
That'd be awesome. Because I think it's safe to say that like kids aren't buying this shit. I mean, it's the company's fault because they're not. There's no commercials. There's no like presence. No cartoon. No nothing. So the kids don't even know this is an option. So a lot of these toys just, unless it's us getting it, no one's gonna know that it's there. But if they did all that stuff, then we could have, you know, a more the figure lines could flourish more because now all the kids see this stuff and they're gonna see their adult parents with their collections, and they'll want to have a collection too. And I mean, that's what's going on in my house. I don't know about other people, but both my kids want to. They're trying to build their collection of the things they like to match my man cave shit. So it's like, you know, I don't get why more. And I'm pretty sure most of the people listening, if you got kids, this is what's going on. You know, you introduce them to the cool shit that you had when you were a kid, the cool stuff you like now, and then your kids do their version, the age-appropriate versions of those things. I mean, some people, age-appropriateness flew out the fucking window a long time ago. So they're giving their kids G.I. Joes, and they're like 3 years old. And it's like, I fucking feel so sorry for the Joes that are given to 3-year-olds and get chewed up and twisted.
Oh, God.
Good Lord. But, you know, still, at least they're being introduced to action figures, you know? I saw a meme that said something like, raise your kids on an action figure habit so that they won't have money or raise your kids with an action figure addiction so they won't have money for a drug addiction.
Oh my God.
I was like, wow, it's like you're half right, but the way that you worded that makes this sound so much worse than it should be.
Sounds awful.
But like, you know, if you do raise your kids with a appreciation for action figures, they can find a line that they like, that inspires them, and, you know, that they have fun with, that they can stick with for a long time, provided it stays around. And that is something it can be a deterrent, you know, to some degree. Especially shit like this. It's so involved, you know? There's so many parts to it, so many, like, details.
It's big, too.
Yeah, this thing is huge.
It's not as big as the pit, but it's pretty big.
Yeah, it's not as long as the pit, I don't think, but it's taller than the pit.
Yeah. When you open it, yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
the pit is probably the last big thing that we'll ever get.
I know.
I think.
I know. I agree. I still play around with my pit. I'm like, man, this thing is awesome.
I still haven't put my pit together.
You didn't put it together? Well, you're about to move, so it's a little different.
I put everything back in the box. I said the hell with it. I gave up. It's like it was like a week process for the time, you know, that I had to spend an hour on it each day, and I'm like,
Just gave up.
I'm putting this shit back in the box. I don't have time for this right now. I'm moving in about a month.
When you do finally move, though, man, that'll be one nice afternoon of putting the stickers on. I know you hate stickers, and that thing has 5 sheets of pages.
Fucking hate stickers.
It's got 5 or 6 sheets of stickers. But I didn't put all of them on. I just picked and chose, cherry-picked which ones I wanted. And the end result is still nice. The major ones, like on the outside, is only a few that you're supposed to put on the outside of the vehicle that are big enough to make a difference. The others are little, like, no step or vent here or some shit.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, you don't have to put those there. I'm pretty sure the people working on the pit know that there is no step there.
Yes. They're military men. They pay attention to every detail.
Yeah.
Like they should know if there's not a step there.
especially if they go to step and they see there's no step. You can't step there.
Oh wait, there's no step.
But yeah, the pit, it's a nice vehicle, man. It's a little on the simple side as far as what the design is. Like when you're just looking at it, it kind of looks like a tank, kind of looks like a transport, but I don't know. It's a thing of beauty, though. They did a good job, and I know it's undersized for proportionally when it's in the transport mode, but still, it's still an awesome thing. It's big.
When it's in transport mode, it looks badass, though.
I think so.
It's got the railings. It's got like. I mean, you could think about how many snipers you could set up on the fucking top of that. Yeah. Holy shit!
But I mean, like when I was talking about it being undersized, it's like when you put people on the near the rails, then you realize that that's too short in comparison to the Joes. Like the railings come up to their knees.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh man, if only the whole thing was just a little bit taller and a little bit wider, it would be perfect. But I'm not complaining. It's just one of those things I noticed when I was goofing off and posing people and stuff. And I don't know, but it's a big-ass vehicle. It looks good next to a lot of the other vehicles, especially the large vehicles. Like when you have it next to like the Rhino or next to any of the planes or even like a Rolling Thunder or something. It just looks good. But this bad boy here.
This one, this beautiful.
Sure this thing would look amazing.
Oh my god, I can't get over that fucking cockpit. It looks fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a must get. But yeah, I guess overall, what we're getting
it comes out from underneath the ground.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's burrowing,
like drills somewhere on it or something.
Yeah, it has like drills, so it can like go underground.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's imaginative, man. It's imaginative. That's what we miss from G.I. Joe. We don't get that anymore.
Look at that thing. So awesome.
Yeah, man. Like, could you imagine like the fights you could have with guys fighting cobras trying to invade and be fighting on these things here and shit? Like, it would be so awesome.
So amazing.
Shit, maybe you should
It's at the top of my list for the next big
purchase
thing I want to get. It's
maybe
it's worth the money. I think the investment that you put in.
I agree. Maybe you'll need to come with more money when we go to that collector convention. I think that's next week, right? Or this week.
This week, bro.
This weekend. Holy shit. Time flies.
I know. It's almost the 9:30.
Yeah, man.
Holy cow.
Yeah, time flies. Yeah, you need to be on the lookout. Bring more money so just in case you can find that. But yeah, I think I'd be good even if I found like a complete body with all the parts, and then like not all the parts but the majority of the parts, and then I could find the big old arm and the satellite and missile array and all that shit. I'd be cool with that, or radar array. I mean, but yeah, man, it's either this or The Rock.
Yeah, The Rock has gone so high up in price.
Yeah,
they almost want the amount of money that you could get for the mobile command center.
Yeah, there's no way I would pay that.
No,
The Rock. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong; it's a beautiful thing, but there's no way I'm gonna pay $200 for this and not get this. If I had the opportunity, I'll get this complete and pay almost $200 before I get this. It's not even close to the same size.
Yeah. I'm looking up on eBay right now. I want to see how much one's going for. If I can even find one. Sometimes it's hard to find one.
Yeah, there's a lot of incomplete ones that are like busted. Look at this dude. You've got 2 of them. Come on.
Wow, the pit's going for almost $300 now.
What? Really?
A couple for $300, yeah.
Jesus. I don't get it, man. Like, that thing on Amazon last year was going for $50.
Yeah.
On Amazon. Usually Amazon's more expensive because people will really try to get you, especially since you can do, like, you know, 2-day shipping and all that shit, overnight shipping and all that craziness. But I don't know, whenever people talk about great vehicles and great eras of G.I. Joe, they just don't talk about Valor versus Venom or G.I. Joe versus Cobra, kind of like the Neo O-ring era of the series. And I don't get it because like we've shown you guys looking at all this shit, there's some quality shit from this time period, you know? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me that they're so criminally overlooked. Does not make sense. I think you guys would really benefit from actually going and like taking a look at all this shit that's available for you know, from this time period, you know, from between 2000 and what is that, 2? Really, an era? Come on, this is pretty booty that it's doing this, but between 2002, 2003 to about 2005, 2006. It was a lot of cool O-ring, like new sculpts, but still O-ring construction, and some, you know, decent little vehicles. You know, the ring neck is an awesome vehicle. I don't know why it's doing this, but I'm going to see if I can get it to load again. I do not understand what the problem is. Then it's going to load up this way. The ring neck was an awesome... All right, I give up. The ring neck was an awesome vehicle. The rock, like we just showed you. The freaking, you know, command center. Oh, man. It's just so many good vehicles. And the sculpts. I mean, you can't say that that doesn't look good. And for all you guys who want the more realistic Joes, it doesn't really get much more realistic than these guys. Most of them don't have neon anything.
Yeah.
I mean, like everything is really muted. There's like, and the earlier stuff had brighter colors. Then the later stuff had darker colors, you know, more muted colors, less chromatic colors. So I don't know. I would implore most Joe collectors, you know, if you're into the O-ring construction, update some of your people with, you know, these guys, because they're pretty good figures. I mean, you got about the same range of motion for the most part in these as you do with the original figures. And in some of the other figures, they have like wrist articulation and ankle articulation, which is shit you didn't get with the original O-ring figures. So,
and they have better hands too.
Yeah, way better hands. The thumbs don't just bust off like with so many of the old school ones when you try to make them hold their guns appropriately, you know. So, you know, it would probably be in your best interest to get into the older figures, these older figures, and, you know, maybe swap out some of your older O-ring figures, you know, save them, maybe sell those guys and use these ones to play with. Or, you know, keep the old ones on display, update them with these guys, because they're pretty good figures. I mean, there's certain guys, like the best Major Blood, I think, that's out there is in this line. He looks the most like the custom that ODC made, and a lot of people have made, where you use the Marauder's body and you put the Major Blood head on it. But this guy already has a proper head. I'll show you real quick. Valor versus Venom, Major Blood. Actually, they have him at what you call it, Big Fun. So I might need to pick him up. I think this is it right here. Yep, there it is. 2005 Major Blood. As soon as it finishes loading. I don't know why my computer's running slow today. Maybe I have to empty some trash or something. I don't know.
Oh, there he is.
Yep.
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah. To me, that's like the best look for him with the scarf and everything. Like, that's proper. I'm going to have to get one. I keep seeing it for varying prices, which is why I haven't pulled the trigger. But I mean, this is what you had to work with beforehand. You had this or this. So you tell me.
Yeah, that or that.
You know? And some people argue the point and still say, you know, that the O-ring shit is the best. And I mean, it's all preference. I got that. But if you're talking aesthetics, this is a better design. Plain and simple. And I think this is what he looks like without the stuff. Yeah, he shares parts with Blackout. But Blackout's an awesome figure too, so.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, this is one of those things you guys need to look into these guys, think about them for characters that you may not be able to find good representations in the 25th or 50th or 30th. He's definitely this is definitely a worthwhile line. I'm still freaking amazed at how little we hear about this line. I'm still amazed. But, you know.
Yeah, I hardly ever hear. It's usually vintage or 25th anniversary.
Yeah, which makes no sense.
It.
And then there's
so G.I. Joe's Jesus years, like they're just the lost years, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And then there's, of course, Pursuit of Cobra. You do have people that talk about that, but
yeah, everyone talks about Pursuit of Cobra because it's so highly regarded.
Yeah, but I mean, like, look at this or this, like, really.
But like, that's the thing about Pursuit of Cobra, though. It was a good line.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
It was a great
but it
line.
Didn't offer
the variety. It wasn't around
the variety.
Long enough.
It had a lot of reissues.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's several Pursuit of Cobra figures that are just 25th anniversary figures repainted.
Yep.
So, you know. But, yeah, guys. I mean, like, that's cool and all, but I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
that's quality.
He looks beefier, too. That's the cool part.
Like he's wearing enough armor, like proper armor.
Yeah, it looks like armor. Like, sometimes on Joe's, like, they look too wide.
Yeah.
But, I mean, look at the vintage one. I mean, that one looks it looks like a little baked potato. I don't know.
Oh, look at the little baked potato.
Little baked potato.
The baked potato.
Little baked potato there.
Oh, you're breaking me heart.
Oh, you're breaking me heart there, darling.
Oh. This
little baked potato there with his little baked potato chive hat.
Even without the helmet, he looks freaking awesome. You need help, man.
Oh, I didn't even know you could take the helmet off.
Yeah,
That's
you can
great.
remove the fucking helmet. I'm telling you.
See, 25th anniversary should have had that.
Exactly. There was a lot of characters from 25th anniversary that needed it, that got sculpted helmets and probably shouldn't have. But, you know, this is an option. You know, it's out there. Yeah. I mean, these designs look really good. I think, what's his name? Ken Lashley? I think that's the name of the artist that he worked for DHJ Comics. He did the designs for these characters. That's his artwork that you're seeing a lot of times on these card backs. So
the card backs look good too.
Yeah, I agree.
Click on that Dusty right there to the right.
Yep. He looks like a Star Wars character.
He does. He looks like he's gonna on fucking Tatooine or something.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
You rebel scum, Dusty.
Yeah, I'm telling you, these designs, man. These designs were good. They're worth it. But I mean, we're repeating ourselves. It's it's dope. You need to get
It is dope.
Yeah.
We're not just tugging at your dick here. We're not just tugging at your wallet and trying to sell these things.
Yeah, I know. We get no money.
By G.I. Joe.
We get nothing for this. Nothing.
We're not getting paid by Hasbro to sell fucking Valor vs. Venom. We're just telling you
how
truth.
it is. And I love these bats. A lot of people diss these things, but I mean, the hands, the guns look scary. The freaking sword they have, and then they come with like a rifle. It's just top-notch shit, man. top notch.
I just don't like the ears.
Oh, the antennas, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many variations too. Like, look, there's a. Is this it? No, those are the ninjas. I'm gonna show you the Valor vs Venom bat set. It's 5-pack. It's pretty cool. Like it's got a several variations on what the bats look like, and then it comes with Overkill. He was like a cyborg leader. Why is it that that didn't come up first? I guess I should have put bat. Cobra bat.
There it is, all the way to the left. Oh,
yep.
Look at it.
Yeah, there's Overkill. There's two different versions. Well, 3 technically different versions of the bat. Come on. Oh, it's because it's on yojo.com. It's going to be all fucked up. Well, they must be doing maintenance or something today. Can you get on there on your side?
Yojo?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me check. Yojo. Error has been encountered. They must be or something.
Yeah, they've got to be.
It's Labor Day. No one wants to.
I know, right? Exactly. But yeah, even this Cobra Commander, man. Look at that shit. He looks dope. He looks hardcore, you know. And they did this in black as well. And they had the classic, you know, the metal.
That's
face.
the one I love. I love that one.
Yeah, it's a good looking figure. We have this one. And they look good alongside either your old figures or your new figures, you know?
Yep.
Even the Snake Eyes don't look...
Snake Eyes bore me to death.
I know, I'm tired of Snake Eyes, but even the Snake Eyes figures don't look so bad. Like, it's strange to me how... It's just... I can't wrap my head around how criminally overlooked this line is.
What's that? Wait, go scroll back up.
What, this?
Up. Right there. That.
What I'm on right now?
No, that vehicle right in the middle.
This.
Oh, that's the APC transport. It looked different from the side.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the detonator, I think. No, not the detonator. It had another name for it, too. Whatever. But it's
the discombobulator.
I know, right? Yep. What's it called? I guess it was just called the APC. I'm thinking of something else. Yeah. Good shit. It's just so much good shit. I mean, even the sculpts are good. Look at that. Paint is even good. There's no slop. Come on, guys. This is quality shit. So anyway, we've beat you over the head with our love for this line. Enough. one last one. Freaking Night Creeper. Look at that shit, man. Like, I always complained about how his design looked so simplistic, and it looked like it needed a, you know, like an upgrade of some sort, because he looked so old. His style, like the style of the figure, looked so old in comparison to what he actually is supposed to be. He's supposed to be a modern ninja. That looks good. The armor in the places that the armor is in, and the way the feet look, and even the detailing on his face, the little bit that you can see, that's fucking quality. So yeah, I'm all about this line. For those of you who want a place to start, this could be a good place to start, because many of the figures are not that expensive. There are a handful of figures that do cost a pretty penny, which is kind of frustrating, because I wanted like Major Barrage, and he goes for like 20 or 30 bucks by himself. I'm like, that makes no sense.
Holy shit.
I don't even know why. I don't remember what he did in the comics that was so amazing that everybody needs to, you know, have him for that price, but whatever. I can wait. But yeah, these are their.
He used to pick his nose a lot. That's why. I don't even know where that came from.
He'd pick his nose and eat it.
Like, pick his nose and eat it
while he's in the field. Like, dude, I need me some nourishment, brother.
Oh, where's my protein? Yum, tastes like wax.
I don't know. This one's kind of salty. No, so what is it you wanted to do for our subscribers?
Nothing. Fuck them all. No, I was just going on eBay. There is actually one on. Bulls has one.
Who has one?
Big Boy Collectibles.
Oh yeah, there we go. Go to Big Boy Collectibles.
Go to Big Boy Collectibles.
you
Get yourself a Thunderwing.
Oh, he has one on there?
Yeah.
How much is he selling it for?
I think 65 though.
Wow.
It's a bit much.
That's not too bad,
but
though.
It's guaranteed to be complete and work.
Exactly. That's not too bad.
So, it's not, and it's worth it, I think. I would, if I didn't have a Thunderwing, I would probably buy it. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
There are other ones. There's a couple other ones on there, but they're incomplete. Like, they're missing the wing flaps on each side.
Well, he must have bought them up off of eBay, because I've seen a ton of them. They're not there now. I've seen a ton of them on eBay that were missing.
That's what I'm talking about, eBay.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about
There's two on eBay that are missing the wings.
That makes sense.
Which sucks because there's not anyone selling those wings
parts,
separately.
Yeah, exactly.
So you would have to kind of wait it out.
Yep.
But they're $20.
That's not bad at all. Do they have the canopy, like the cover for the canopy and everything?
Cover for the canopy. One is missing the missiles, and it's actually he wants more than the guy that actually has the missiles.
Get the fuck out of here! I hate that.
No sense.
I hate that shit. But
why you do this?
I know,
why
right?
you do this?
Why you do this to me, man?
Why you do this to me?
I don't get it. But yeah, eBay it up tonight, man. You guys need to check out these figures for real.
Yeah, do it.
But okay, so I guess do you have anything else? That's it for me.
No.
I thought he was gonna say. I thought you were gonna be like, yeah. Here's this cool bit of information I want to give you. But yeah, that's it for us. I guess you've been great, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.
Peace outside.
Dusty Rose wants to say goodbye, baby. Hello. I'm back, bitches. The American Dream, Dusty Rose wants to say, have a good night.
And to all the little warriors out there. Send your power my way. Matter of fact, I'll send my power your way.
And at the end of the day, when the dust is settled, baby. Baby.
Nobody wins.
Nobody wins, baby. It's the dusty finish. Dusty finish, baby. You ready? Here comes the dusty finish. Oh my God. I got my Stetson hat on, baby.